All right. So I wrote about this 2 days ago. This is Live Nation. And like I said, I try to do all my stocks of the day as an educational thing. And one, we could see that where do we find support, right? The level that was resistance. We talked about this before. But going back to the historical chart there, right? Candlestick charting has been around for 700 years. It was first done by the Chinese rice traders back in the 1500s. So they are looking at the same patterns back then that we're looking at now. And again, it's because human nature doesn't change. The people that are trading Live Nation now have the same emotions that people in Japan did 700 years ago. Now, the reason why I pointed this out, though, is not because of the resistance turning into support. It's because of what we call engulfing patterns. Now, if you were watching this here on this day, last Friday, you would have said, you know what, this is going to be another up day, because the opening price was higher than the prior day's close. So in the morning, it looked like the uptrend was going to continue. But what happened? The sellers came in and overpowered the buyers and knocked it back down. The important thing is that it closed below the prior day's open. Remember, most volume trades on the open and the close. So when you get through them, it tells you something. So sometimes the sellers can take control from the buyers over an extended period of time. That might show up on a chart as something that looks like a rounded, a rounded top, some nice, real kind of slow thing. Sometimes the change in leadership takes place in one day, and this is what the bearish engulfing pattern shows us here. And sure enough, we've been trending lower since. In the Western world, you would call this a outside reversal day, but it's the same thing. And you can see another one here. We had this uptrend. It looked like it was going to be another up day, but by the close, we were all the way back down there. So that's your bearish engulfing pattern. It showed you the bears took over. Sure enough, we trended lower. Now we have the opposite. On this particular day, you would have thought to yourself, man, this is going to be another down day. We're opening at a lower price than the prior day's close. But by the end of the day, what happened? The buyers came in, overpowered the sellers, pushed it all the way up. And importantly, again, we got through the prior day's opening price. So engulfing patterns, well, when leadership changes in a short period of time, over the course of a day, it might show up as something like an engulfing pattern there. So that's what I talked about, I don't know, yesterday or the day before.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, we look for engulfing candles all of the time. We actually just mentioned one the other day. So this is really great stuff.